Welcome to the Mayhem News Live Wrestling Broadcast with your host, the Man in Black, a.k.a. T-Mib Lives. Each week we're here talking about the wrestling headlines and covering everything from Impact Wrestling to SmackDown. Join us each Tuesday via MayhemNews.com and the Mayhem News Live YouTube channel. You can subscribe to both and keep up with wrestling news and our show. Welcome to the Mayhem News Live Wrestling Broadcast for 6/10/2014. I am the Man in Black, a.k.a. T-Mib Lives, and I'm sorry I wasn't here last week. We've got a lot of stuff changing and doing some stuff. Speaking of changing, from July 1st until the 14th, there will be no show those 2 weeks. We are going out of town. We'll be gone for 14 days. Haven't seen my parents, and we haven't seen Kim's family or anybody in like 2 years, so we're actually going to go out of town and take a little vacation. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do a show when I come back. I got something really big going on when I come back, so but I will be making some notes, and we'll do some tweets and some other things over that time. So we're going to get to the show. For the past TNA is really having problems with their, which doesn't surprise me, having problems with their ratings. For this last week's show, the final segment with Bully Ray and Eric Young was the second lowest quarter hour of the show with a 0.8 rating. The lowest quarter hour of the show came in a segment before the main event with Madison Rayne and Brittany segment, and the beginning of Young versus Ray, the quarter hour did an 8.83 rating, so they are still continuing to have problems. As you all know, the only thing, Seth Rollins betrayed the Shield, and arguably one of the best factions in the company's history. I used to not think that, but I'm kind of thinking that it was a wise decision for those three to be put together. Now there's just a big question, which we'll get to later. Who are they going to put in his place? Tamina, daughter of WWE Hall of Fame Jimmy Snuka, underwent knee surgery. It was a pretty major surgery this week. According to Wrestling Observer, it appears that she will miss a minimum of 6 months in the ring action. So, we're just going to have to see. As you know, Daniel Bryan was stripped of the WWE title. They really didn't have no choice. Dr. Joseph Marin, the man who performed Bryan's neck surgery last Monday, confirmed via video that Bryan would not be cleared to wrestle during the month of June. However, Bryan is to be reevaluated at the end of the month. I don't really report rumors here, but there's a lot of people saying he's having problems, having a little weakness in one of his arms, which could be a residual from the surgery. So we'll just have to see. That was pretty much the most of the actual show, as far as the shows that went on this week, the high points. We're going to do our question of the week series. As far as TNA, can Bully Ray and the Von Erich family members that are said to be going to be on Slammiversary save TNA? I really don't think so. Ever since Sting left, and you've got all these people just jumping ship, and people that are not renewing their contracts because they're trying to get them to take less money. I just don't know. It's lost some of what little draw it had to me because Sting's not there. Even though I like a lot of the wrestlers there, it just doesn't have the draw. They build up MVP as this huge savior. He's going to get rid of Dixie, and suddenly he does a heel turn. It doesn't really make any sense. And then again, okay, there's been this rant between Tommy Dreamer, Bully Ray, and Dixie Carter. Something about a House of Hardcore. She pulled Bully Ray. Now, is it a real rant, or are we just basically seeing something to get ratings? It could be a little of both. I read some of the tweets from Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer seemed pretty pissed. I actually saw some of the excerpts from the show, House of Hardcore. He said some pretty nasty things, which you can't really take, you can't really take it as a thing, because 9 times out of 10, it still could be a baited rant just to get more stuff. Okay, now that the Shield has cracked, who will replace Rollins, if anyone? Will the Shield just dissipate? They go their separate ways. There's a lot of talk that maybe Dave Bautista may come back and retake Rollins' place, but then there are other talk that he may not be back with the company, for a while, because they really don't have a place to put him after that whole Evolution thing. Apparently the wave that he did when he said he quit was actually, his sense of humor about the fans being really, really negative. And so, at least he's got a light heart about it. He's got this movie thing he's got to come up, he's doing. So, there's another thing, and I know many are tired of the CM Punk saga, but there's talking about him replacing Rollins in the Shield. And they're also talking about Cena. I think it would be a shift for Cena to start get rid of his colors and start wearing the black of the Shield. I guess they'd probably do anything to keep him from having to turn heel. Let's see, WWE dropping the ball. I think they're dropping the ball when it's not putting Bo Dallas with the Wyatts. It would really make sense. Okay. And then the next question, has WWE lost their ability to hold an audience? I believe they have a little bit. I truly do. I think they have all these potential talent waiting in the wings, and WWE's dropped the ball by not hiring people like Sting, AJ Styles, Hernandez, just to name a few. Now, there's a lot of question, will Jeff Jarrett's Global Force Wrestling be the company that gives WWE a run for their money? As long as he doesn't align himself with someone like Dixie Carter and the Carters, I think maybe he will. But without someone like that, it's kind of a two-edged sword. Without someone like that, he's not going to have the clout to, push ahead. Can we see TNA's last days on the horizon? That's really hard to say. They've been in really bad ratings here lately, and them on Spike TV, they have a deal that basically says they're supposed to keep the ratings above 1 million a week, and they ain't really been doing it. So, as I said, in July we will be taking a vacation. We will be gone for 14 days, and then after that, I've got some stuff that's going on. So. I'll be keeping you posted via Twitter and via Facebook. So I just want to, the show's going to be kind of short today because I kind of skipped a week and there was no way I could go back and cover some of the stuff that happened. So I want to thank the sponsors, Zach Pack Promotions, Fight Disability Slurs, .wordpress.com. I want to thank Throttle for the use of the music that you hear at the first of the show and at the end. And I'd like to give a shout out to the Joe Cronin Show, an affiliate. You need to listen to his show. He is where we want to be. And I also want to give Blast 52 out. They are a Irish band me and my wife listen to. You can see their stuff at the end of the show. I've got a banner with all their stuff. They're on Amazon and iTunes. So that's been the show this week. And I am the Man in Black, a.k.a. Teammate Lives, and this has been Mayhem News Live Wrestling Broadcast for 6/10/2014. Thank you, and have a good day. Welcome to the Mayhem News Live Wrestling Broadcast with your host, the Man in Black, a.k.a. Teammate Lives. Each week we're here talking about the wrestling headlines and covering everything from Impact Wrestling to SmackDown. Join us each Tuesday via MayhemNews.com and the Mayhem News Live YouTube channel. You can subscribe to both and keep up with wrestling news and our show.